A story about two African uncles in the early 80s called Tom and Jerry because they fought with each other a lot, even though they got along very well. They were quite mysterious and violent. They were very comfortable without a job. Some people questioned their source of income. Behind the guise of being elderly and African, these two were notorious buglers. They bugled and stole from various homes of the elites and wealthy. For years they were successful at it, till one summer where they met an obstacle, a young gangster and his gang known for extreme violence in the South, feared by a lot of gangs. On this day the two uncles planned to bugle the home of an elite wealthy Southern singer. The house was so big the uncles had to borrow some horses in the ranch to disguise like they came to take care of the horses and ranch. They rode the horses to the mansion and slowly broke into the property, but unfortunately someone broke in first. The gang tied the uncles up and beat them up till they confessed to the gang they were buglers and they've been doing this for years, but this is their last mission, they pleaded. The leader of the gang laughed and said, "I think I like you guys, I think I like your format uncle." He continued by saying, "You can't stop now, not when you're in business with us." He untied the uncles and made them comfortable. He disclosed to the uncles that him and his crew broke into this crew for the weekend to party and turn up. This rich folks barely in town and they barely use their property, so my boy hooked us up. Instead of partying somewhere else, we do it here in luxury. We don't care and we hope we don't get caught, LOL. They drank and laughed together as they forged plans for future home invasion and robbery. Years passed with successful missions. Their territory expanded, so did their wealth. With the help of the African uncles, they were thought to stay low-key, invest wisely and stack up funds for the rainy days. The gang tried but couldn't play the low-key game for too long. Soon they started spoiling themselves with gold chains, diamonds, expensive clothes, and suddenly people began to notice. Eyes were on them for real, as they lived a lavish lifestyle till one of the gang members told his girlfriend how they made their money when he was high-waisted, which she eventually sold the piece of information to the feds. Sadly, after one huge successful robbery, as they celebrated and planned vacations overseas, the police showed up and arrested all of them except the African uncles and started investigating the gang. By the time the gang started talking in order to reduce their sentences, the two African uncles were long gone, back home in Africa, at peace and living in extreme luxury. Their names were fake, they never lived in the South. Every information they gave the gang was fake and made up. The police searched and searched, but they found nothing. It was like the African uncles never existed, so they sentenced the gang to prison for all their crimes and for fabricating a story about two elderly African uncles to divert focus of the investigation and waste the time of the judiciary. The end. I hope you enjoyed my story. Please like, subscribe, share and leave a comment. Thanks for watching and see you in the next story. Bye.